Hello legends, heroes of the world, my name is Omni Flash and welcome to the Omni Flash channel. This week's Mirage dungeon is a very fun one. It's actually easier than the other dungeons that I have done before. Be sure to check this video out to show you how to do Apocalypse Valley Mirage dungeon correctly and easiest so that you can get over 1,000,000 gold. I got over 1,000,000 gold on my run. You should get 1.8 million gold. That's about the average. Mirage dungeons are perhaps my favorite runs every week, and you get ancient skill scrolls, essence scales, sacred books, level 3 sacred books, and that's why it's so good. Do these dungeons, do at least floor 11 to floor 15. They all have the same rewards. Supposedly floor 15 gives better rewards, gives a higher chance for ancient skill scrolls, essence scales, and level 3 sacred books. However, if you do a level 11, I found that I still get just as many drops from those as well. This week I am stronger. I am 300, I'm over 300k now. So I'm going to do a floor 15. Hopefully I can do a floor 16 next week. So stay tuned for that. Alright, so Apocalypse Valley Mirage run, you do have to go in and you want to hit the ground running. Have your tank go in first. You don't want any DPS to grab aggro. There is something like 20 mobs at the beginning of the dungeon. And if the tank doesn't go in first, the tank cannot actually aggro all of the mobs at the same time. So yeah, the tank has to go in, start his taunt, start his little flame, the 3 fireballs around him so that he can keep aggro. And after, for this week, the modifier for this week is irritability. So whenever a mob loses HP, loses 60% of its HP, once it hits the 40% HP mark, it increases its damage by 30%. So even when you have like 20 mobs and they're all enraged at the same time, it is very important that you focus on healing your tank back to 100%. Garuda is one of my favorite bosses of all. Just a very, very cool design. Garuda doesn't have very many AoE attacks, but has one devastating, very devastating AoE attack that can be interrupted. And so you must have your tank use Fury Swipe whenever she starts using her AoE attack. Flower Bud is not the AoE attack. Flower Bud, she summons a little flower that comes out of the ground. It's very easily avoided. Just don't stand inside that flower. Alright, so what you said, the Winds of Justice. That is the powerful AoE attack that can wipe your team. So whenever you see Winds of Justice, your Barbarian has to use Fury Swipe. If you have a Blade Master on your team, let's use Flash Kick, and you can interrupt the Winds of Justice and your team will not wipe. Otherwise, you can use Chi Burst. If your tank doesn't really know what Fury Swipe does or cannot land a Fury Swipe, I mean, it's just out of range or something, you can use Chi Burst in order to block the Winds of Justice damage. Now BSL is one of our DPSs. I think BSL is 250k-ish battle rating, and still got hit. I think just by a normal attack. I think maybe he was standing too close, somehow got hit and got one hit. It's alright. We still have enough DPS to take it down. For some strange reason, this week's bosses seems to have a lot less HP. This week's bosses have the modifier of increased 5% physical attack, has the irritability, which is that once the boss, see how the boss is red right now? So the boss is enraged, they get irritable, and they do 30% more damage when they are less than 40% HP. So I mean, this boss isn't that difficult. You just, whenever he does Winds of Justice, be sure to Fury Swipe that. Also, be sure to focus on healing that tank, keeping that tank full health whenever any boss, any monster goes below 40% HP. All of a sudden, your tank will start losing HP very quickly. And I would actually pre-heal. You will just basically, every time that your heal buttons refresh, heal your tank, okay? Just know that your tank is going to take a really hard hit in the next second, and just start casting your heal spell, and once that HP drops, your heal spell will cast. Alright, so we got another 20 mobs in front of us. Once again, let your don't do what I just did. I somehow got aggro, even though the tank was ahead. I think what he was doing, alright, so the tank was probably going ahead, and he was going to grab the monsters, all the mobs in the back, and then run forward and grab the front mobs. But I ran in first, and I got aggro. But I'm quite tanky, so I didn't die. And also, I can heal myself. All right, so let the tank do his job, and he's going to keep aggro and everything. Now watch the ground. Every time something dies, hands come out. So that is another one of this week's modifier, is that after something dies, there will be a red circle that you must avoid, or hands will come up, hit you, and does significant damage. This is F15. The battle rating of F15 is 500k. So I am what, like 316k? I think I'm about 316k. 500k, not bad, not bad, not bad at all. Our tank is also about 316k. These are all the elemental beasts, and they actually go down quite fast. All of their attacks are pretty much focuses on the tank. They don't have any huge AoE attacks such as Garuda. Garuda is probably the hardest boss to beat in this entire dungeon. So if you can beat Garuda, you probably won. You probably have beaten the whole entire Mirage dungeon. The first boss is Vision. Vision is the elemental of wood, and he does have a poison attack. So watch the ground with the red dots. Don't stand in a red circle. You will get poisoned. Does significant damage. He has a charge up attack that is real slow, so it is very easy to actually dodge it. So definitely not a hard boss. It's a very cool looking boss. I like him. Now he's red because he is less than 40% health. Make sure that you dodge all of his attacks until he is dead. Just gotta keep so you want to keep Ironheart on your entire team, so that your entire team remains completely healthy. So well, you can watch me. I'm actually Ironhearting the entire team, and then you just want to spam your strongest heals on your tank, so that your tank stays healthy. All right, Pillar of Fire. This is the second boss. His name is Lightfoot, I think. He is the fire element boss. He has a frontal, he charges up, and he has a frontal blast. You just gotta move to the side of him. Oh yeah, it's footless. Not sure why he's called footless, but I think he has all 4 feet. But alright, Skyfire Cross is a cool AoE attack, so watch out for the red circles. He actually shoots fire into the sky, and then it falls down. So just stay out of the red circles, and he will melt. Gluttony. Gluttony is, I think, he is the earth elemental. Very cool ape-like boss. Alright, so he has a cone shape attack. You want to stand behind him whenever he does the cone shape attack. Right now I am playing Jump Over the Kitty. Right, so yeah, you can play Jump Over the Kitty as long as the boss is not under 40% HP. Alright, you gotta Gotta stand behind him when he does his cone shape attack. Minion swarm. What is that? Not sure what minion swarm was. Didn't really see an attack. But once he gets lower than 40% health, he enrages and he does significant damage. Alright, these are the last two bosses. You have the lightning boss and the water boss at the same time. So the spider boss, the violet tapir, is your lightning boss, your gold element boss, and Ridgeback is sort of like the shark boss. Alright, so when you get these red balls, you wanna, if two people get the red balls, I think you have to put the red balls on top of each other like that. Also watch out for the ground, for the red circles. Don't want to stand in there. It really does not matter which one of these bosses you kill first. Just kill one, and then it's smooth sailing with killing the other. Got to stay out of the lightning attacks. Fail, there's no fail, and she's dead. So like I said, you can actually kill the spider first. I don't think it's too much difference. Violet Tapir is angry, shooting lightning all over the place, so do stay out of those red circles and you should be just fine. Almost finished with this Mirage for this week. Floor 15. Floor 15, not too bad. So this week I don't have a recorded, but this week I got an essence scale, I got a level 3 sacred book, a poet's musing sacred book, and that's about it. So I got just a little bit over 1 million gold worth of items. I used the essence scale because I still need essence scales to get stronger. So this is a very easy way to get tons of good stuff, over 1 million worth of gold. If you are unlucky, I guess you can get less, but on average I think people get 1 million, 1.5 million easy. So definitely do this week's Apocalypse Valley dungeon. It is amazing. Should be you can do it, you have 15 minutes to do each one, so in less than 30 minutes you should have over 1 million gold. So I hope everyone gets the best loot. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when the next video is coming out. Tell your friends about it and comment below. I'll see you in the next video.